Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? Today we will learn about narration of imperative sentence and exclamatory sentence. So in our last two classes we learned about narration of assertive sentence and then of interrogative and optative sentence, and today is the last phase of sentence narration, and today we will learn imperative sentence and exclamatory sentence in term of narration, that is how to convert direct speech into indirect speech of these two sentences. So first we will start from imperative sentence. We all know that imperative sentence is such a kind of sentence by which we actually command or request or advise someone to do something. But structurally, imperative sentence actually starts with a verb. So we should keep in mind that imperative sentence starts with a verb. So first, in the place of reporting verb or reporting speech, actually where you have said or said to, you should put either, suppose you have said or you also might have said to, here you have to put ordered or requested or advised. There are some other things you can put here, but you can almost do everything by these three. So if you are asked to do anything immediately, then if the speaker is superior than the listener, then we should use ordered. And if the speaker is inferior to the listener, then we should use requested. But if we are asked to do anything forever, for a long period of time, then we should use advised in the place of said or said to. Then come to the inverted comma. So here in the place of inverted comma, you can't put that or if or any kind of thing in like this. Rather you should put either to or not to. Not to. If your imperative sentence here is in affirmative form, then you should use to in the place of inverted comma. But if it is in negative form or negative sense, then you should use not to in the place of inverted comma. So we can take an example here, like he said to me give me the book. So you can clearly see that our reported speech here is in imperative form, or it's an imperative sentence. So here we have to take either ordered or requested or advised to. So here he is telling me to give a book or give an specific book immediately or right now. So that's why we should use ordered or requested. So here we don't know who is inferior or who is superior. So in this case we should use requested whenever we are uncertain about this. So here we can take he requested me. But suppose your reporting speech is like this: the student said to the teacher, then the speaker is inferior to the listener, so we should use requested. But if the reporting speech is like this, the teacher said to the student, here the speaker is superior, that's why we should use ordered. But as he and me actually not indicating anything superior or inferior, that's why we should use the most polite one, that is requested. So he requested me. Now in the place of inverted comma, we should take either to or not to. As our sentence here is in affirmative sense, so we should take to. So now what to do? So you can see that our sentence, for being an imperative on, it's being started with a verb, that is we don't have any subject at the beginning of the sentence, and we will not anytime in case of imperative sentence actually will always have a verb at the very beginning of the sentence. So that very verb will come without being changed, because we know that after to we will have the present form of the verb, and here you will also have the present form of the verb. So this verb will never be changed. So you should keep in mind that the first verb will never be changed. Okay, so me actually will be him here, and the book here third person, so it will remain same. It's the answer. So he requested me to give him the book. Okay, so now what to do if there is any other verb in the middle of the sentence? So we have already known that the first verb will never be changed, it will remain unchanged. But if there is any other verb at the middle of the sentence, then you have to follow if it is actually following any subject or not. That is, if that very verb has any subject before it or not. If there is any subject of that very verb, then we should change it according to the rules of assertive sentence. Otherwise, if there is no subject of that very verb, then it will also remain unchanged, that is in present form. So I am telling this again. Suppose you have another verb at the middle of the sentence. So if there is any subject of that verb, that is before the verb, if there is any subject, then that very verb will be changed according to the rules of assertive sentence. But if there is no subject of that very verb also, then it will remain in present form, that is it won't be changed. So now we will have another example about it. He said to me, study hard and try to get GPA 5 in exam, otherwise father won't be pleased on you. So suppose we have this kind of sentence where we have many verbs in the sentences, like here at the beginning as regular we have a verb, then we have a verb here try, now here also get, and we have another verb here also won't be pleased. So at first we should use here either requested or order or something like this, or we may use advised according to the sentence. So as he is telling me to study not for now, for all time, for regularly, so we should use advised here. He advised me. Now first inverted comma, in the place of inverted comma we have to take to. The first verb will always be in present form, that means it won't be changed ever. So study hard, and so now we have our second verb. So now we will see if there is any subject before that verb or not. So we can clearly see that there is no subject before this verb. That means this very verb or this try will also be in its present form. That means it also won't be changed. Try. Now this verb is after to, that is infinitive. So we know that after to no verb will be changed. or every verb will be in its present form. Get GPA 5 in exam, otherwise father. So now look, here we have another verb, won't be pleased, and before this verb we have a subject here. That means this verb won't remain unchanged, rather we have to change it, but according to the rules of assertive sentence. That is, we have won't here and it will be wouldn't. 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 Rest of the thing will remain same. Wouldn't be changed. Pleased, sorry, pleased on you. Sorry, you will be me here. Me. Okay. So the final answer is, he advised me to study art and try to get GPA 5 in the exam. Otherwise, father wouldn't be pleased on me. So we can see that whenever we have any subject before the verb, it's being changed. In other cases, whenever we don't have any subject, it's not being changed. So actually that's all about imperative sentence, but we also have an exception here we have to learn, and the exception is about let's or let us. Let us, and its short form is let's. So if the imperative sentence starts with let's, then what to do actually? So let's take an example first. He said to me, let's sing a song. Here, whenever we have let's or let us at the beginning of imperative sentence, this is an exceptional rule actually. Here we have to take proposed, then me will come here, then that, not to or not to here, rather we are taking that here, that. So now let's will be removed, and here we have to put either we or they. So it will depend on the reporting speech actually. So we have a subject and object here. On is third person and the other is first person. So if you find any first person between the subject and object, then it will be we. If we don't find any first person, that means you will have third person actually. You won't have second person on a regular basis actually. So either you will have any first person, no matter it is subject or object. If you have any first person, then we have to take we here. But if we don't have any first person, we have only third person, then we should take, or we have to take actually they. So in this case we have to take we. He proposed me that we. Now we have to take should before the verb, and then rest of the sentence, that is the verb will remain in present form also. Sing a song. So that's all about imperative sentence with its exceptional rule. Now we will discuss on exclamatory sentence, how to convert from direct to indirect. So for exclamatory sentence, we can take an example first. He said, what an idea it is. It's very simple. Look, here we have to take exclaimed, like he exclaimed. Then in the place of inverted comma, we have to take that. He exclaimed that. So whenever we will have any exclamatory sentence in our reported speech, the verb of the reporting speech will be exclaimed. Then in the place of inverted comma, as like as assertive sentence, we have to take that. Then the final thing, you will have to turn this exclamatory sentence into assertive first, but in a rough portion. Then you have to make it indirect according to the rules of assertive sentence. So at first, as like as interrogative sentence, actually you have to make it or turn it into assertive first. So the assertive form of this exclamatory sentence will be, it is an idea. It is an idea, or something like this. Okay, it is an idea. So now you have an assertive sentence and make it indirect according to the rules of assertive sentence. So it as a third person will be in its own place, is will be was here, and an idea will come here. You can also write great idea like this. You can take here great, no matter. So he exclaimed that it was an idea, or it was an or a great idea, anything like this. Okay, so that's all about exclamatory sentence also. So what you have to do here, actually we have to take exclaimed, this is the first thing, then that in the place of inverted comma, this is the second thing, and the third and most important thing is that you have to turn it roughly into assertive sentence, then make it indirect according to the rules of assertive sentence. So that's all about exclamatory sentence also. So in this class we have learned about imperative sentence and exclamatory sentence, that is how to convert them from direct to indirect, and you will be given some exercises on the school website. Please download and solve yourself and send to me as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the class.